Good morning, friends. Today we're going to be talking about doing the inverse operation in an equation. So the inverse is just what it says it is. It is the opposite. So if you have addition, your opposite is going to be subtraction, and that is interchangeable. So if you have subtraction, your opposite is going to be addition. If you have multiplication, you'll really stop moving away from using the x as multiplication. You'll start seeing it used as periods or parentheses instead of that x, because x a lot of time is a variable. But if you're multiplying, your opposite is division, and those are interchangeable as well. The opposite of division is multiplication. I always try to think of when you're doing the inverse, you're always trying to find the opposite to get your number to 0. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So if I have 10 equals y plus 4, my main point is that I'm wanting to get this y by itself. And why do I want to get the y by itself? Because I want to know what that equals. So I'm trying to find out what y equals. So if I were to do the opposite here, or the inverse, I'm trying to get y by itself, so I'm going to try to get rid of this 4. If I get rid of that 4, then my y will be by itself, and I'll know the value of y. All right, so I'm going to do the inverse, and what's happening here is y plus 4. So the inverse of that would be minus 4. All right, but whatever you do on one side, you have got to do to the other. Okay, and when I say side, I mean sides of that equal sign. So if I have 4 and I take away 4, then those cancel out and I'm left with y equals. All right, then I just do the math on this side. So 10 minus 4 is 6. So I've just solved that equation, and y equals 6. All right, one way to check yourself, and we said y equals 6. So if we just replace, so 10 equals 6 plus 4, and we can simplify that into 10 equals 10. If they actually, in fact, do equal each other, then you know you got that correct. All right, let me show you one more. So if I have m minus 3 equals 12, my goal is to get this m by itself. So what do I have outlaying here? Is this negative 3 or minus 3. So I'm going to do the inverse of that, or the opposite. So I'm going to add 3. But remember, whatever you do to this side of the equal sign, you got to do to the other. So I'm going to add 3 over here. Those would cancel. Those would equal 0. So I have m equals, and then 12 plus 3 is 15. So your answer is m equals 15. And if you wanted to check that, you would just replace your m with the m equals 15. So 15 minus 3 equals 12. And 15 minus 3 is 12. So if they equal out, you know you got it correct.